Auto Parts, Evans Machine Company, Torrey and Associates Real Estate, and Oakland Auto Group.
Switch over my shows, but I don't know if they have a job for Scott. Yeah, you just switch over.
My first Marine hero was John Wayne. After that, Gomer Pyle.
So Leo, they give you your little pep talk? They give you a little pep talk?
Yeah.
You know, basically ride the line, you know, keep it neutral, just because we obviously
Do the best we can.
yeah, I got you.
What's
Oh,
that?
absolutely. Well, I think we're doing Brockton at time. In the truck, we're at 5:34. So when you're ready to come up, let me know.
It's a good production gas.
So just a 10-minute halftime.
On their opening playoff game, beating Algonquin by 3 touchdowns. They play probably one of the 3 best teams in the state Catholic Memorial the next week. They lose that game. They come in here this week. They seem to be being healthy, playing good football. One player they aren't with is their starting guard, middle linebacker, Vincent Tavares, who for 2 years an all-league player. I think he's going to be a big loss for them.
Yeah, well, let's give a lot of credit to that coach over there, Coach Bain. He's done an excellent job after they had a rocky start, and they got going, won about 6 games after that. But really, that coaching staff's really done a great job.
And we're going to go on to Newbie, who's down on the sidelines. Back here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, I'm in Colombo Field, Leo Genatasio, along with Miles Jackson. We do have Newbie Rateau on the side. We're going to go on to Newbie right now.
So we're doing wings. I'm a wing person, frankly, but that's a whole other conversation. I talked to 2 coaches, talked to the head coach for Bridgewater-Raynham. He said, here's the deal. It's all about mental toughness. It's the last game for the seniors, mental toughness, and being able to keep your control of your emotions. Talked to the head coach for Brockton. Coach Silver said, listen, ball security. That's what it comes down to. Ball security, getting off to a quick start, and tackling. So let's see what's going to happen in today's game. I'm excited. Both teams are fired up. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, Newbie. Thank you. So back here, Miles, Ellen Bain in his first year as head coach of Bridgewater-Raynham started out 0-3. He's got them playing really good football. Their starting offensive line today will be Spencer Kilsby, Lachlan Isabel, Cody Baker, Benjamin Callan, and Adam Natsis.
Yeah, that's a big line Bridgewater has. Brockton really doesn't have a big line. They got a lot of fast players. So the key is who's going to control the trenches on offense as well as defense. Brockton really has to put their effort in here to give their running backs and quarterbacks some space to run the football.
The Boxers' offensive line today, we have sophomore Alex Muhammad he's 6'4", 285. Senior Henry Morse, 6'3", 295. Senior Devin DeVega, 5'11", 355. Senior Nathan Berthany, 6'4", 365. and junior Cash Petway, 6'5", 405. And we've talked about this all season, Miles. When Brockton's played quality football and moved the ball and played consistently, it started up front with their offensive line. When they've been good, Brockton's been tough to stop.
Yeah, very tough to stop. Another key for that line is they got to give the quarterback time to throw the ball. If he gets back down there in the pocket, he's got to have a little time. And if that line, offensive line, can give the quarterback some time, some exciting things might happen this afternoon.
So again, we're here at Rocky Marciano Stadium on Colombo Field. We have Brockton Community Access along with BTV. Let's go over the crew today who's putting on this superior production. For BTV, we have John Luck, Mike Moriello, Al Lucinden, Austin O'Hara, Jeff Fowler, Brad McKinnon, and of course the Brockton Community Access crew of Curtis Reese, Michelle Hebsche, Mike the Postman Simmons, and Scott Labassiere. So we're here at kickoff. It looked like Brockton has one into third. Back deep, it looks like we have Jared Mighty, and it may be Casey Rhodes.
Yep, Jared Mighty, very dangerous kickoff returner.
So Jared will get that ball at about the 10. He goes upfield. He heads to the sideline, makes one-man miss. And that's a good return that's going to be out to the 31-yard line where Brockton will take over.
Yep, gives them some breathing room. They're about the 31-yard line. And Jared did a nice job getting that ball past the 25 up to about the 30.
So looking at the boxes right now, Luke Turco is not on the field. It looks like it's sophomore C.J. Tyler, who did have a 100-yard rushing game against Durfee. He got the start against Xaverian, but there was no room to run versus them. So the boxes, 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to come out with the 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, and Tyler will be the lone back. BR looks like they're going to be in a 43 front with the 2 safeties back. It's a ball to Tyler. He jumps inside, and there's really no place to run. Stopped nicely by the Trojans. And it looks like we have, is that number 53, 23 on the tackle for the Trojans? And that is Charlie Swenson.
Yeah, you can see right there on the replay, like you said, nowhere to go, Lou. And that line, like I said, that offensive line for Brockton's really going to have to step up.
So the Boxers make a change. C.J. Tyler comes out, and it looks like Casey Rhodes will be the lone back. The Boxers look like they will stay in basically the same formation as the receivers come closer to the line. And Samito's getting the call from Coach Barros and Chris Maraglia, the student coach. And it's going to be a ball to Casey Rhodes. He gets the outside, uses good speed, and he'll jump up the sidelines for about a 4-yard gain. A positive play by the Boxers.
Yeah, you're right. Good speed. He got about 3 or 4 yards on the play. You'll see it right here on the replay. It looks like Bridgewater, they came up, defense came up on the right-hand side. It looks like they had him, but like you said, his speed enabled him to get a couple yards on the play.
So Caden Bernard with the good pursuit there, forcing Rhodes outside. So the Boxers on their first 3rd down of the day. We'll see C.J. Tyler back in the game as Samito will stay in the customary pistol that Brockton has been in most of the season. Samito's back. He's back. A little bit of pressure. He throws the ball over the middle, and it's good for a pitch and catch 1st down, and that's going to be Jared Mighty on the 8-yard gain. Good play call by Coach Barros.
Yeah, excellent play call. Good job by the offensive line to protect the quarterback. It was a quick pass, but you see it right there. He threw a little safe pass right in the middle, a little down and in, and nice job by Brockton's offense.
So the Boxers moving fast. Tyler remains in the game. They flip those receivers to the other side as we do see a change come in. Number 11, Deshaun Hodge, the tight end, will move in as the Boxers look like they're going to go fast, but slow it down a bit as Coach Barros may be changing the play. Bridgewater staying in that 43 front with the 2 safeties back, playing off the ball. Low snap, the ball goes to Tyler. He has room outside, keeps his legs moving. A nice hard tackle by number 2, Owen King.
Yeah, that looks like that could have. It started out, looks like it be a little bit, you'll see it right here, could be a little bigger gainer, but Bridgewater did a nice job of coming in and stopping a big play from happening.
Nice shoulder tackle right there by linebacker Owen King. We know him from the baseball team, one of the better hitters in the league. Good athlete. So the Boxers gain about 4.5, we'll say 5, as they remain in the pistol. C.J. Tyler with Jared Mighty next to him. It's going to be a sweep to Mighty. Mighty gets upfield. He has room, and he's going to go. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, and he will score a touchdown.
That was a beautiful play. The key was when he cut back into the inside, that just opened up the floodgates, and he sprinted home to the touchdown, to the house.
We see it right here in the Brockton offensive line getting on their men, and once Jared Mighty makes a man miss and gets into the open field, he does have breakaway speed, elite speed.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful cut from the outside back to the inside, and it was he basically had the Bridgewater players on the ground when he cut like that, and he was home to the house after that.
More important for the Brockton, no penalties on that drive. It's been hurting him all season, Miles.
Good point. That's what I was looking for. When he went for the touchdown, I looked over to see if there was any penalties because, like you said, it's been a tough year. Brockton's had a number of touchdowns called back because of big plays, because of penalties.
So the extra point is good by number 16, Danny DeSilva. And the Boxers get off fast here on the Jared Mighty long 55-yard touchdown run.
You see it right there again. That little cutback right to the middle of the field did it, and with his speed, he was homeward bound.
So the Boxers will be kicking to the south end of the end zone right now. Back deep for the Trojans will be, looks like number 6, Caleb Tripp, and number 4, Dylan Reed.
Now the key for Bridgewater's defense, can they contain these very fast backs of Brockton and the receivers? Right now, right there showed you how dangerous Brockton is when they have the football in their hands and they get a little open space.
So DeSilva's going to kick, and it's a squib kick. It's going to be down to about the 30. He picks it up. He has room, and it's a good return with good field position for the Trojans at about the 34-yard line, as Bridgewater will have their first series of the day.
Yeah, as the weather today, very chilly.
Little
right
overcast.
Now, little overcast. We've got a little drizzle in the air, but it's going to get worse. So Brockton needs to capitalize why this decent weather at the time, because it's going to get worse.
So the quarterback, Jack Lambert, his main back there is number 6, Caleb Tripp. And it's going to be a little toss to Tripp to the outside. He makes a man miss, and decent pursuit by the Boxers, and that's going to be number 13 on the tackle, Ekamini Akpan.
Yeah, you can see also number 7 comes in and kind of trips him up there. Wiggins. Nice job by Wiggins.
2nd and 9 for the Trojans. There you have the pistol with 2 to the left. Almost an offsides by Brockton, but Jalen Jackson's able to get back.
Yeah, he didn't enter that neutral zone.
So Lambert's going to hit the ball, fake the trip up the middle, and a nice tackle by, again, it looks like Wiggins. Ahmad Wiggins, who's been Brockton's probably best player on defense this year, along with Luke Turco when he's been out there.
Exactly.
Different defense, Miles, when Wiggins is out.
Yeah.
Both of them are out there.
Exactly. So you can see it right there. Nice low tackle by Wiggins.
So 3rd down and about 7 for the Trojans. Passing situation. The Boxers look like they'll stay in that same front with the 2 safeties a bit back. The Trojans got 2 receivers to the right, 2 left, 1 to the right, and it looks like the same back, Caleb Tripp. Lambert's back. He has a lot of time. He takes a look. He throws the ball over the middle. Good pitch and catch for the first down to number 1 from Bridgewater, Calden Burke, and that is a long conversion and a great throw by Lambert to number 1, Calden Blake.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Once he caught the ball, he got extra yardage on nifty running, and just a nice play by the receiver there.
3rd and longs have been an issue for the Boxers this year, getting off the field, as we do have a lineman down for the Trojans, and that is going to be number 51, Spencer Kilsby. So I apologize on the last play. That was Will Porter Jr. on the great catch and run for the extra yards. And Spencer Kilsby, his father, was a great Brockton High football player, Brian Kilsby.
Yes,
don't want to see anyone down on the field, but hopefully it's just a cramping and not anything other than that. And again, we come in here. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Brockton Community Access, along with BTV, Leo Genitaccio, I call Orlando a legend, Miles Jackson a legend, who's called Brockton Championships, Brockton Thanksgiving Days for many, many years.
Yes, and that hurts. That's the center that's on the ground, because I saw the other center working out. Number 55 there is going to replace the center that's out at the moment.
That would be Caden Seeger,
Yeah.
the senior, and hopefully it's just a cramp. He's walking off the
he's
field.
walking okay.
If he's as tough as his father is, he'll be back in the
Yes.
game next series. And he's walking off. He's going to be okay. So first down for the Trojans in Brockton territory at about the 48-yard line. We are just under 8 minutes in the first quarter. The Boxers took the opening kickoff, had a first down, and then Jared Mighty went 55 yards on it looked like it was a speed sweep. He cut back up the middle, and once he gets into open space, there's not a lot of players in the state that are going to catch him.
Exactly.
So Lambert going to remain in the pistol. Caleb Tripp, the back again, as the Trojans will go 2 to the right with an H-back to the right with 1 receiver to the left. The Boxers in that 43 front. And the ball's going to go to Tripp. He cuts back, and there's nothing there. Good defense led by junior linebacker Xavier Colon.
Yeah, Brockton Boxers defense read that perfectly. Maybe a loss on the play.
And we see it right here. Good read by Colon. Watch his eyes. Never taking him off the running back. And head down. Perfect form tackling. And the Trojans will lose 2 yards on the play for a 2nd down and 12.
Exactly. He came in with his shoulder, and that's the way you want to do it.
So we don't see Luke Turco out in defense. Robert Moyes, the junior safety, has been playing the last several games. So a bunch formation to the right of the quarterback. Lambert in the pistol solo. He's back. He's back. It's going to be a little screen pass up to number 4. And he gains a lot of yards right there. And that is Dylan Reed. A nice play call by Coach Bain.
Yeah, you'll see it right here on the replay.
Little dump pass.
Yep, little dump pass.
Good double team blocking
Yes.
right there. And a gain of about 7 yards for the second 3rd down for the Trojans right here. Be 3rd down at about, let's say, a long 5.5, 6 yards. They're at the Boxer 39-yard line.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down for the Boxers defense to give them some type of confidence, to see if they can hold this Bridgewater offense and make them punt the ball.
4 down territory, Miles.
Yeah, if they can get close, they'll go for it.
So Lambert in the pistol. Tripp is the back with him. Motion. In Lambert's back. It's going to be another screen pass, and Brockton sniffs it out.
Oh, they sniffed it out beautifully.
John Shelby's defense ready on that play. And we said his name before. Amini Akban and Xavier Colon, the junior
Yes,
backer.
Exactly. You'll see it right there. Brockton's defense was all on it. Good stump pass, and it didn't work.
Good scouting by the Boxers. So back to punt for the Trojans. It looks like it is number 81. Looks like that's Colin Pauline. And back deep for the Boxers, we'll see Jared Mighty, and usually it's Casey Rhodes back there. And it's a really good kick. Good hang time. And good box of bounce, and Mighty will take it. Gets up the sideline, and he did not quit on that play. And we may get no, we're not going to get a flag. I thought we would.
Wow.
So the smart alert play by Jared Mighty. You watch it right here.
Yeah. And you'll see that was a smart play there. He saw it was open, not many players around him, and he did the smart thing, picking it up. Let's see about the.
No, that's
he was
not
still
a
in
bounds.
bounds.
He was in bounds. That's
still
good,
in bounds.
Good no call. So the Boxers on their second possession will take over at their own 31-yard line. Under 5 minutes in the first quarter. Leo Genatasio, Miles Jackson, Brockton Community Access, BTV in Bridgewater for this Thanksgiving Day game between the Boxers and the Trojans. CJ Tyler will be the back. Hodge, the tight end, will be off to the right as he motions. And the ball's going to go to Tyler up the middle, and he keeps moving those feet. And that's a nice run for the sophomore back of about 4.5, 5 yards, as he will get the ball up to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice carry by Tyler. Just followed his hole right there. You can see him working through the defense. And like you said, nice nifty run. And he got about 5 yards on the play.
So 2nd and 5 for the Boxers as Tyler remains the back. Mighty, he switches sides as Hodge, the H-back tight end, looks like he'll remain on the right side. The Boxers' offensive line, we've said it before, no penalties, no dead ball penalties thus far for the Boxers.
And that's key, because their first big play, no penalties.
So Samito in the pistol with Tyler. It's going to be in motion. They're going to give the ball to Tyler, and Bridgewater had none of that. Nice tackle by number 23 again, Charlie Swenson, the senior linebacker, who was not fooled by the motion.
No, I like the play call. It's just that the offense of Brockton just couldn't hold that aggressive defensive line of Bridgewater.
Looked like Samito fumbled the snap a little bit, too, to make the play not so fluid. So third down at about 4.5, maybe 5 yard for the Boxers, around the 36-yard line. Jaden Los-Ribeiro, dangerous receiver to the left, along with number 19 for the Boxers.
Big third down for the offense of Brockton's. If they do throw the ball, it's got to be a quick throw.
Shamir Williams, a bunch formation for the Boxers. Samito's back. He's got time. Nice throw over to Mighty. Mighty makes a man miss, gets up the sideline, and that will be another really well-designed play by Coach Pires for a first down for the Boxers.
And just like I said, you'll see he took a couple step back and fired the ball right there to his receiver. Quick pass, nothing fancy. Just get the first down and keep moving.
So that will result in a first down for the Boxers at their own 45-yard line. Two receivers to the left are Jaden Los-Ribeiro, Jared Mighty. Hodge, the H-back, is flip sides, and it's going to go to Tyler again, and nothing doing right there. Terrific tackle by number 26.
I think it was 28.
Well, 28, that is Troy Nagana, the senior linebacker from the Trojans.
Yeah, you'll see it right here. He snuffed that out quickly. Stopped him right before the line. That might be a loss of a yard.
So the loss of 1 yard will make this 2nd and 11 at the Boxers' own, looks like their own 44-yard line, just a half a yard short of it, as we are under 2 minutes of a 7-0 Brockton lead here at Rocky Marciano Armand Colombo Field. So the two receivers will remain to the left, Samito with Tyler. He's back, and Bridgewater's going to send it. It's going to be a ball down the side, looking for Shamir Williams, and that is good coverage by the Trojans. Number 22 was on the coverage that time. Emmett Dupuy was right there along with Shamir Williams as Brockton took a shot at a big play.
Yeah, you can see it right here. Samito felt the pressure.
Just out of the reach of Shamir.
Reach.
But Dupuy was there. Good coverage by the Trojan cornerback.
If the quarterback had maybe another second or two, his receiver could have got under that, but he felt the pressure from Bridgewater's line there.
So the Boxers are forced to a long 3rd down and 11. They're going to go quads, two receivers left and right. C.J. Tyler, the lone back. Trojans up at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to send people. It's going to be a ball over the middle, caught by Jared Mighty for a short gain, and a nice tackle by number 2, Owen King.
Yep, Owen stayed right with his receiver because they know he's dangerous.
The senior safety from the Trojans.
And nice catch. It bobbled it a little bit, but he still hung on to it, but not enough for a first down.
So the 5-yard game will leave the Boxers 7 yards short of a first down. Back to kick will be Mighty, as the Trojans will send their player back. The snap is good. Mighty has time. And it's a good kick. And it's going to get looks like a neutral bounce as Brockton will down the ball at the Bridgewater 19-yard line, as the Trojans will take over for their second series of the day. The first time they did have to punt in Brockton territory.
Yeah, Jared Mighty, he does it all. He receives, plays a little defense sometimes, and he kicks. He punts the football.
You know what the best thing about him is for the Boxers? He's only a junior.
That's a great thing.
So they do have him back for another season. So the Trojans will come out. First down and 10 at their 19. Jack Lambert, the quarterback. Caleb Tripp will be the back. Will Porter Jr., the senior receiver, was instrumental in that first drive with a big catch and run. So Lambert remains in the pistol. It's going to be a fake. Lambert has time. He looks, he throws the ball, and that is caught by trip, and Brockton will pursue nicely, and that will be about a 2-yard loss for the Trojans as Brockton's pressure caused an errant play from the Trojans right there.
Yeah, I think one of Brockton's defensive linemen or linebacker got a hand on that ball, and just a great surge by Brockton's defense right there.
So at the end of the first quarter here on Thanksgiving Day at Rocky Marciano Stadium, the Brockton Boxers lead the Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans 7-0.
Yep, good first quarter for the Brockton Boxers. They made a big play. They've got 7 points on the board. The rain is starting to come down a little bit heavier. It's just like a steady light rain, but that will make a big difference in this second half.
So the Boxers, thus far this game, have been playing pretty consistent football. We're going to head down to the sidelines once again with Nubi Rateau.
Hey, how's it going, guys? First and foremost, this turkey hat is it's like a makeshift rain protector too. So it really has kind of different ways of use. So that's also a plus. Here with joined the principal of Brockton High School, Kevin McCaskill. First and foremost, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out here in the greater Brockton area.
Now, I know you guys had a fantastic pep rally yesterday. Let's talk about what does Thanksgiving football mean to a high school athlete. I mean, I think it's uniquely special here in Massachusetts.
Well, think about it. How many student athletes, football players get to play on Thanksgiving? Not many. So it's a special time. I know it's a time-honored tradition, and I'm glad that we can continue that today.
So what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Are we a wing person? We going for the stuffing? What's the plan of attack?
Well, whenever they putting out food, that's the plan of attack. I'm going to keep eating until they stop putting out food.
Let's talk about how the school year going so far.
So far, so good. Really solid start of the school year. And again, I think we're staying consistent with what we really need to do to provide students with the best possible learning outcomes that they can. But I'm really impressed with our staff. Our staff is really coming together as one. So I'm hoping that momentum can continue.
Listen, you're doing a great job. I'm hearing nothing but great things about you. So appreciate what you're doing. And, wish you a successful year.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right.
Take care.
All right, back to you guys.
So on second down, Bridgewater had a nice run by Caleb Tripp. They're going to fake it here. And on third down, the Brockton defensive line.
That's Hart, number 2.
Alon Hart, the senior defensive end wide receiver, will block the pass. And it looks like Bridgewater will have a fourth down, and they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, you can see how high he went up for that. That was a great defensive instinct type of play by number 2 there, Hart.
So let's see. The Trojans look like they have kept the offense. They have the offense on the field.
Wow.
They do. So they are going to go for it here.
Gutty play here if they go for it.
Fourth down and about 3 from their own 21-yard line. Maybe going to try to get Brockton to jump.
To jump, yeah. Brockton's got to be patient.
No, they do. And they hand it to Tripp, and they have nothing. As that will be a stop by the Boxers. As they will get the ball at the Bridgewater 25-yard line. Gutsy call.
Gutsy call. The head coach gambled, and he lost on that one. Great defensive surge right there by number 13 for Brockton.
And that's Ekamini Akpan, the senior defensive end.
Yeah. Now Brockton has to capitalize on this. Their offense has to get either 3 points or 7 points.
Got to make this a 2-score game if you're Brockton.
Exactly.
So the play by the Trojans right there, dangerous call, works against the Trojans right there, but let's see if their defense can get off the field. We still don't see Luke Turco. It looks like C.J. Tyler will be the back. 2 receivers with the tight end, Hodge. And it looks like we see senior in the eye this time with senior fullback Christian Flaherty. And that's going to go to Tyler. Nothing doing.
Whoa.
Number 9.
He was right in there.
Drew Silva, sophomore, outside linebacker.
See it right there, Leo.
What a terrific play.
Yeah, behind the line, maybe a loss of a yard.
So the loss of 1. Brockton has been in the eye not a bunch of times this season. It's something they've struggled with. Most of their offense has been in the pistol. When they've been in the eye, just seem like they're not comfortable. So the Bridgewater-Raynham linebackers have been active today, along with their safeties. Good athletes they have back there. So second down, they remain in the eye. And it's going to be a fake this time. He's going to throw the ball. He has a man wide open. Oh, and that's a good – nope. Looks like they're calling it no catch. It looked like
that was a great effort.
It was a nice catch with one hand, but the ball had taken him out of bounds. So he was there. It was a wide open play. Let's see.
I think one of the Bridgewater State linemen got their fingers on the ball because it was kind of wobbly.
He caught it.
Yeah.
Looks like, well, he bobbled it going out of bounds. So it looked like he had it, but the bobble after will force him out of bounds. So Brockton, after making the stop, it looks like they're going to have a 3rd down and 11. And I don't know if this is Danny DeSilva, if he can make a kick this far.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down play for the Boxers. They really need to get a 1st down. Get a little bit closer.
So it's a fake again. He has time. He throws the ball over. Jared Mighty has it. Nice pitch and catch. He cuts it back inside, and he will score a touchdown. Oh, he's down at the 1. So another nice play call from Coach Silva as Jared Mighty gets into space.
Yeah, nice little turnaround right there, and he just uses his speed, Leo.
And he will be down at the 1-yard line, and Samito will on 1st and goal. Let's see if he's in. He's down at the 1. So 2nd and 1 for the Boxers after the long 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a big play for the Boxers on that offensive play there.
So once again, Brockton.
Here it is right here, Leo.
Nice cutback by Mighty.
Beautiful cutback.
And Owen King does not give up on the play. He stopped the touchdown right there. The senior safety. We've called his name a bunch of times today. So let's see what Brockton has here. Samito will be under center. Christian Flaherty, the fullback. C.J. Tyler, the back. And the ball's going to go to C.J. Tyler.
Yes.
Cuts it back inside for the Brockton touchdown.
And let's give Brockton's offensive line big credit right there. They knew it was a big play. They knew they had to punch that in for a touchdown. So they stepped up and pushed Bridgewater's defensive line back a little bit, just enough. You'll see it right there.
Brockton,
he had a nice little open.
Brockton utilizing some of that size up front, opens the hole as Tyler makes a nice cutback. As Brockton at the 9-minute, 24-second mark will go up 13-0, pending the Danny DeSilva extra point.
Yeah, that's a big touchdown right there for the Boxers. Like you said, now it's a...
The kick is down.
Well, just through.
And it is good. So here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, Leo Genitazio along with Miles Jackson, Brockton Community Access, BTV, the Boxers, after a gutsy call by Coach Bain going forward at his own 19-yard line, gives Brockton 1st down at the 20.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. But yeah, it was a gutsy call. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. And Brockton took advantage and put 7 points on the board.
So the Trojans, this has been a series, Miles, the past 12 years. Bridgewater's been down a few times by 2 scores and have come back to beat Brockton. Brockton's going to have to stay mentally prepared if this is a game they want to, because Bridgewater's not going to quit.
No, and you're right. This game is far from over. We're still early in the 2nd quarter, and anything can happen here at Rocky Marciano Stadium.
So back deep for the Trojans will be Dylan Reed, the junior, along with... Looks like it is is that Owen King, number 2? It may be.
Right now I can see Lou Turco on the sidelines on the bicycle.
Hate to see him not be able to play his senior game. He rushed for 1,000 yards this year. I'd like to see him be able to play. So it's going to be a good kick down the middle, fielded nicely by the Trojans. And that's Reed, he's up the middle, and Brockton stops that with good special teams tackling led by Xavier Colon.
Yep, Bridgewater again gets decent field position.
So the Trojans come out for the 3rd time today as we see the return right there. And Brockton closed that hole nicely as Ekamini Akban and Xavier Colon gang tackled Dylan Reed. So let's see what the Trojans have here. They're down by 2 scores. In the past, they have not panicked. Even under Coach Buron, they stay to their offense. This is not a team that panics. They will stay with it and utilize their offense until it works. So the back will be different this time. It'll be number 5, Mason Payton, the senior. Lambert will toss it to Payton. It's going to be a fake. It's going to be thrown on the sidelines. And that is a good catch, but I think he was out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely out of bounds. Good coverage by the safety back there. He stayed out there and saw the play develop and did the right thing. You'll see it here on the replay.
So Payton, the throw it just took him out of bounds. But you see the Brockton safety right there. Is that Robert Moyes? Didn't panic and knew the ball was going out of bounds and did not interfere early.
Yeah, a little trickery by Coach Bain.
So 2nd and 10 for the Trojans at their own, looks like their own 27-yard line, close to the 28, as we see Tripp and Jack Lambert with 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a fake, a nice pass to number 15. He gets upfield, and he misses, makes a person miss, but there is number 12 for the Boxers.
Yeah, that was a great fake.
Karen's Antoine.
Great fake by the quarterback. You'll see it right here on the replay. Nice little pass inside.
And that's Jason Kelleher. Made a man miss and carried Antoine for 3 extra yards. So 3rd down and 2. There's Tripp again. He drops up the middle, and he pounds his body forward for a 7-yard rush and a 1st down as he just lowered the shoulder and carried a couple Brockton players.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You'll see it on replay. He just bowled his way through Boxers.
Can't arm tackle him.
No, you can't.
Tripp is too big to arm tackle. So 1st down for the Trojans, close to midfield, around their own 46-yard line. As we dip under 9 minutes, Brockton leading 14-0. Lambert's going to fake. He has time. He looks down the middle. He's got a man wide open and a great pitch and catch, and that's to number 4, Dylan Reed.
Yeah, give the Bridgewater offensive line big-time credit there for giving his quarterback time. As you'll see on the replay, he has all the time in the world in the pocket, stays right there and zips one right there to his receiver.
So the 1st down into Boxer territory at the 38 as Bridgewater is down in the deepest part of Brockton territory they've been all day. Bridgewater will go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to right, as Tripp is the lone back. Lambert keeps it, cuts to the right, has room, and he's taken down by number 41. I believe that's sophomore DN Uriel Mabine. But after a 5-yard gain by Lambert, that was just the old student body right. Quarterback, keep it. Everyone get out and block. And he gains 5 yards, exactly what that play's designed for. So 2nd down and 5 for the Trojans. As now they go bunches to the right with 3 receivers, 1 to the left. And it's going to be a fake, and a nice pass out to Reed. Reed has room, and a nice tackle.
Ball's loose.
And it looked like there was a fumble, but it looks like Bridgewater's going to recover it.
Yeah, I think he fumbled it.
Nice tackle.
The ball went out of bounds.
Nice tackle by Xavier Cologne right there, but looks like Reed was able to get on it. We see it right here. That's
right
a real,
there.
yeah, he did fumble it.
Yep.
But smart alert play by the Trojan receiver to get back on the ball. 3rd down and 2.5, 3 yards for the Trojans.
Bridgewater-Raynham's got a little momentum going here on their offense. Brockton has to be careful and stay focused.
So the back will be number 5, Mason Payton, 3 receivers to the left. As big tight end number 11, C.J. Lopes, moves over. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper again. And he just lowers the shoulder. Good run by Jack Lambert.
Yeah, that was a good play there, that little quarterback draw.
So the 1st down on 3rd down for the Trojans. We'll have them down at the Boxer 25 as we're closing in on 5-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. Leo Genatasio again with the legend, Miles Jackson. Miles, what's your favorite Thanksgiving memory? Thanksgiving football game you've called?
Let me think about it for a second.
I'll give you a little time because you've done a bunch.
Yes.
So 1st down for the Trojans. Tripp will be the back. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Jack Lambert will remain in the pistol. Kelleher motions. And it's going to be a fake, and Lambert has it. He's looking deep. He has a man open. Oh, and that's great defense by Jared Mighty.
Beautiful defense.
He was there. That was going to be a touchdown.
Yes, it was.
It was a perfect throw. Just a better play by Jared Mighty.
Yep, he stayed right with his man. You can see it right there.
Dylan Reed slipped out, and a nice pattern right there. But watch Mighty right here. Just get his hand in.
And the receiver had a 1 or 2 step lead, but because of his speed on the defensive back, he was able to get up there and bat it down.
He's doing everything today. So 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. Wholesale changes. for the Trojans offense is they're going to go 3 to the left, 1 to the right, with the lone back being Tripp. And it's going to be a fake. It's going to be a nice pitch and catch, and that's number 1 again. And Brockton does a nice job defending that, as that was the ball thrown into space to number 1, Will Porter Jr. He tried to make someone miss, but Brockton gang tackle right there. Looked like by Ekamini Akpan and Xavier Cologne once again. And this will force a 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans. This is 4-down territory.
Yeah, oh, definitely 4-down territory. Nice job by the defense to contain that quick pass.
So let's see. I'm sure that's 2 plays right now for Bridgewater. Try to get maybe 4 or 5 here and then a manageable 4th down. So the Trojans come in. It looks like they're going to go bunch formation to the left, 1 to the receiver to the right, and Tripp will be the lone back. Yeah, exactly what we thought. Tripp gets the ball, and he keeps those legs moving. He'll gain 2 yards, and it looks like it'll be a manageable 4th down and probably 4. Smart play call by Coach Payne right there. Just knowing the situation.
Right.
2 plays, 8 yards. Try to gain 4 here, and it opens up your offense for a 4th and short.
Yep, great run there because he made it, like you said, Leo, 4th and short. Up 4th and about 5 yards.
Yeah, I'd say 4.5. Yeah, 4.
Still manageable.
Manageable.
Brockton has to be focused here on this 4th down play.
So let's see what the Trojans have here. They have bunch formations to the left, 1 receiver to the right. 4th down for the Trojans. Lambert in the pistol. Reed motions. He's back. Lambert has time. He throws the ball. Let's see. Good play by the Trojan receiver. And I don't know if he's going to be short. It's going to be really close.
Yeah, he might be a yard short.
And we do see a flag. Let's see if that's in the backfield. Usually that's against the defensive team, but we'll see what the call is. He may have been short, but there are flags on the play. As a great effort by number 4, Dylan Reed right there. Looked like he was going to be a few yards short. And it's the first penalty of the day, Miles.
Yeah, it's been a good, clean game.
We're at the 3-minute, 28-second mark. Leo Genitaccio along with Miles Jackson. And let's get over, once again, the crew that puts together this fantastic production. The BTV crew. John Luck, Mike Moriano, Al Lacerda, Austin O'Hara, Jeff Fowler, Brad McKinnon, and, of course, Brockton Community Access, Curtis Reese, Michelle Hebsche, Scott Labossiere, and we can never forget the postman, Mike Simmons.
Yes, sir.
So Brockton does get the stop right there. The flag does not cost Brockton a 1st down, as Bridgewater will turn it over on downs, as the Boxers will have the ball at 14-point lead. 3 minutes left, Miles. They want to run the clock out.
Another big defensive stand, important defensive stands by the Brockton Boxers with just 3:26 on the clock.
This is the best half they played all season.
Definitely so.
All season. Penalty-wise,
so.
creativity, defense. 10 games in, this is the best game they played all season. So the Boxers will have the pistol. Casey Rhodes will be the back. Let's see if Bridgewater uses timeouts and tries to get the ball back. Brockton is up by 14 as the rain starts to come down. Ball security for both teams. And that's going to be Casey Rhodes, and he breaks a tackle, tries to get to the outside, but there's really nothing doing right there. Good pursuit by the Trojans, as Rhodes did make a couple-man miss, but there's no place for Casey to go right there.
Yeah,
we
good
see
penetration.
It right here.
The penetration caused Casey to go to the outside, and then Bridgewater-Raynham had their backup cornerbacks and linebackers come up and make the play.
Charlie Swanson, Emmett Dupuy, and that's going to be a 5-yard loss for Brockton, as Bridgewater does not take a timeout. Brockton is going to let this clock run down, I'm sure, as we see a change right there, as the Boxers desperately want to get into halftime, up by 2 scores.
I'm surprised Bridgewater-Raynham didn't take a timeout. Defense looks pretty good right now.
So let's see if the Boxers throw the ball. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to run the ball, try to get into halftime, but they motion Hodge. And it's going to be a handoff to Casey Rhodes, and that's a good run by Casey to gain about 4 yards. And once again, the tackle by the Trojans is number 9 that time, Drew Silva.
Yeah, Brockton will have to punt, and there's still time on the clock. Oh, 3rd down, excuse me.
So that looks like, is that Casey Rhodes down? Hopefully he's okay. So that is, I think that is Casey Rhodes. Oh, yeah, Casey Rhodes.
You see it right here on the replay.
Looks like his knee. So Bridgewater, without starting middle linebacker Vincent Tavares, who is one of their better all-around players this year, their linebackers and safeties have been active today, Miles.
Very active.
Good athletes back there. They have good pursuit to the football. So Rhodes is down. The clock will stop for Bridgewater here without having to use a timeout for the injury, as hopefully Casey Rhodes is okay.
Now we got a 3rd and long, probably about 11, 12 yards for first. Brockton, it'd be nice to see Brockton get a first down to keep the ball in their hands, but if they do have to punt, anything can happen.
So let's see what the Boxers have here, Coach Barrows. Coach Silver, I'm sure, is telling him no turnovers, don't put the ball at risk. Let's get into halftime. So the Boxers will have Tyler back out there. Hopefully Casey Rhodes is okay. As Tyler will be the back, the sophomore. Marcio Semedo, the other sophomore, next to him as the Boxers face 3rd and long. And they are going to throw the ball. It's going to be Mighty on a screen pass. Good blocking and good tackle in pursuit by the Trojans. And that is by number 5, Mason Payton, the senior, who sniffed that right out.
Yeah, Bridgewater was ready for that one.
You see Payton right there. He slipped the block by Shamir Williams, and there was no open space for the Boxers. So the Trojans will use their timeout right here. They'll have 2 left. Plenty of time to get the ball back down and put a score on the board, Miles.
Plenty of time for Bridgewater-Raynham to put something together here. So Brockton's defense has to be ready mentally as well as physically out there.
So once again, Rocky Marciano Stadium, Armin Colombo Field. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Brockton Community Access along with BTV. Leo Genitaccio, Miles Jackson. Miles, you had time to think about it. Your favorite Thanksgiving memory doing some of these broadcasts?
Well, I tell you, probably one of my favorites was when I had a chance to broadcast when we were playing Waltham. Yeah, way back. But I'll never forget the first time I was out here with the BCA crew, and I was holding the cable for the on-field camera, and all of a sudden a brawl kind of opened up in the 4th quarter there, and this was my first time out there. You know, I'm right up there with the action. So that was pretty exciting.
Man of everything. You do a little bit of everything for Brockton Community Access, Miles. So back to kick. Punt for the Boxers will be Jared Mighty. And the Trojans send back, it looks like, Owen King. Snap is good. Jared Mighty, the kick. And it's hopefully for the Boxers' sake, we'll get a bounce. And it does get a decent bounce as the Trojans will get the ball at terrific field position. I don't think Brockton could ask for anything more right there.
Not at all.
No return. And that was number 22, Emmett Dupree, who was back for the Trojans. And they will have good field position for Jack Lambert and company as the Trojans down 14-0. We'll have plenty of time to move down and put a score on the board before halftime.
Plenty of time, so Brockton's defense has to be on point. Any little trick plays, Bridgewater has a lot of them. They have a lot of cute plays, so Brockton really has to be mentally engaged right here on these last few minutes of the ball game.
So the Trojans will come right out to the line of scrimmage as C.J. Tripp will be the back along with Jack Lambert. They're going to go 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. The Boxers remain in that 43 front with Xavier Colon covering the slot. Lambert's back. He's back. Little pressure from Brockton. And he breaks a tackle. And good pursuit by the Boxers. That started with number 7, Ahmad Wiggins, number 52, Ty Baker, and finally Nathan Jean Baptista Jr., defensive end, will cause the loss of yards right there and force a 2nd and 12 for the Trojans.
Yeah, Wiggins made him move out of the pocket, and his defense took care of the rest.
So, Tripp in the pistol. He's back, not a lot of pressure, has time, steps up in the pocket. Nice pitch and catch to number Dylan Reed. There's nobody there. Woo! And a huge hit by the Boxers.
Wow.
Huge hit, but Dylan Reed pops right back up.
Yeah, Wiggins popped him right there. He paid the price.
But that's a first down for the Trojans as Dylan Reed absorbs the hit, gets right back up, and is lining up. So, nice hit by Wiggins. Tough play by Reed. First down for the Trojans, under a minute. Lambert's back. He's back. Euro Mabine steps in. The ball's chucked down the sideline. And that's pretty good defense by the Boxers. Is that Karen's Antoine?
Yeah, Antoine blanketed him. Very nice play by the defensive back there. See it here, right here on the replay. Well, that's the play before. You see this pop right here by Wiggins.
Yeah, it's a great hit.
Yeah.
Nice hit by Wiggins. And again,
with his shoulder.
Good toughness by Dylan Reed, popping him right back up.
Popping right back up.
So 2nd and 10 for the Trojans at the 44-second mark. Plenty of time for them to get down into scoring range. They're going to go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, as C.J. Tripp will be the back. I think Brockton wants to talk it over right here. I think a few times this season Brockton's had the lead late in games or in halves, and teams have been able to get over the top on them. I'm sure Coach Shelby is talking. He doesn't want anyone behind them. If they're going to score, you're going to go underneath and work your way down. Nothing behind you.
Yeah, that's a good timeout by Brockton's defensive coordinator. They want to talk it over because they don't want anything to get by them and put Bridgewater back in this football game.
So the Trojans at a 2nd and 10. They're down by 2 scores. Brockton scored the first time they had the ball today on a 55-yard speed sweep handoff to Jared Mighty. The next time Brockton had the ball after a Bridgewater turned the ball over and downs at their own 20, a 3rd down conversion to Jared Mighty down to the 1-yard line, followed by a hard touchdown run by C.J. Tyler, has resulted in the Boxer 2-score lead today.
Yeah, the key in this first half has been Brockton's defense. They have held the line and have
They've been tough.
Yeah.
Overall this season, Miles, if I had to pick a unit, I think they've been the best unit for Brockton this season, the defense.
Definitely so.
There's been times they've been maligned and not giving up plays, but in general, they've been disciplined and made teams work for it.
Exactly.
So 2nd down for the Trojans, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tripp remains the lone back. And he has time. There's a little bit of pressure by the box. He throws down the sideline. Again, there's Dylan Reed, who made a great move on number 12 by the Boxers right there, Karen's Antoine. He turned him around, and that's going to be a 1st down and 10 as Bridgewater will use a timeout after the conversion. You see it right here.
Right here. Yet the key is his offensive line gave the quarterback more than enough time. He stayed right in the pocket.
And, yeah, he just turned him around a little bit, and that's a nice route. And that was number 0 that time. I'm sorry, that's Calden Blake with a nice 10-yard route there.
And that was a nice, that was a nice throw in the rain.
Anticipation, he threw it to a spot and the receiver was right there. So the Trojans now, after the timeout, the 1st down at the 27-yard line of Brockton. And you got to think, Bridgewater scores here. Huge momentum for them coming on out of half. Completely different game, 14-0 than 14-7.
Yeah, big defensive stand for Brockton Boxers. Don't want to go into halftime with only a 7-point lead.
They've been the better team. They feel like that's a win for Bridgewater if they get in only down by 7. So the Trojans, again, 3 to the left, 1 to the right, as Jack Lambert has worked his way nicely down to the 27-yard line for the Trojans. He has time, not a lot of pressure. He steps up in the pocket, he throws it deep. There's someone wide open right there. And that is a touchdown on a great throw and a great catch. And just like we talked about, he slips right behind the defense.
Exactly. Nice route. There was just a breakdown on coverage.
Well, you see him right there. He's peeking in the backfield instead of staying with him.
Staying with his man.
Yeah, he's peeking in the backfield. And the great catch and throw by the Trojans will make this 14-6. As once again, Brockton, late in games, late in halves, have just not been able to shut the team down. So the extra point for the Trojans. It's down, and it is good. So here at the 29-second mark of the second half, Bridgewater gets on the board on the terrific throw and catch.
And that whole offensive series right there for Bridgewater, basically passing. And they passed their way up, as you can see here.
We see it right there. He stepped right up in the pocket, and
like I said, number 15, he should have stayed with him.
So that's number 15 for the Trojans, Jason Kelleher, the senior receiver. But number 15 for Brockton, John Breville. You can't do that. You can't peek in the back. You got to stay with your guy.
Yeah.
So The Trojans did exactly what they wanted to do right there. They stopped Brockton after turning the ball over on downs. They got the ball back, and they made Brockton pay for it on some fine throws by Jack Lambert. So the kick is going to be a squib kick, and it is doubled a little bit by number 38, and he is going to go up. He has a little bit of room, makes someone miss, and keeps his legs moving. That's all it's doing, is taking time off the clock. So the tackle will be a gain tackle by the Trojans, as number 38 from Brockton will be Jaden Salesman. You see him right here. Didn't panic when he got the ball. He kicked it around a few times.
No, he didn't.
He has the Trojans gang tackle right there, as Brockton will have 18 seconds left. Let's see if they just want to get into halftime or they take a chance putting the ball in the air. They are up by 7 points. So Samito comes out with Tyler.
Yeah, I think they'll come out with a running play just to kill the clock and get back into the locker room and talk it over.
The Trojans have everyone in the box. The only person back looks like number 7 right there, Cameron Knutson. As Brockton does take a knee. So we're going to head into halftime here at Rocky Marciano, Armand Colombo Field. The Boxers with 2 scores go up to 14-0. The Trojans not quitting. We talked about how much they fight. They come back with 35 seconds left. A long touchdown pass in between 2 Boxers defenders will make this 14-7, Miles.
Yeah, you said the key thing. They didn't quit. Bridgewater-Raynham didn't quit, even though they were down by 2 touchdowns, and they completed a very nice offensive performance there, passing down the field to get on the scoreboard with only 30
Coach,
seconds or so left.
First, talk about how big was that?
The sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Coach, how big was that touchdown at the end of the first half?
We needed it. We needed some momentum. We didn't do a lot of things right in the first half, starting with coaching. So we needed to end on a high note. We're getting the ball coming out of the half, so we got to make sure we continue to play with better fundamentals and get some points on the board.
What are some adjustments you're going to do in the second half?
Just fundamentals. We got to block better, tackle better. We got to play our gaps better. We didn't do a whole lot of those things very well in the first half.
Good luck, Coach. All right, guys. See you in the second half.
We're going to go into halftime. The Boxers up by 7. The rain is starting to come down. And it looks like we'll have the Brockton High band performing. See you again in the second half.
The Brockton High School Marching Band. and Christina Cracknell. Major ed instructor Judy Noon. Halftime dance instructors Jessica Bishop and Ryan Freedom. And marching band staff, Principal and Debbie Chen. We have the results of the 50-50 raffle. Please grab your blue ticket. If you have a blue ticket, the last three numbers are 801.
Welcome back here at Brockton Community Access. Leo Genitacio along with Miles Jacksons. And we're going to go to Newbie Rateau, who's on the sideline with head coach Jilson Silva.
I'm here, Coach Silva. Coach, on that last touchdown, got to be disappointing going to halftime. What do you tell your team going to the locker room, and what adjustments you got to make in the second half?
No, we told them we gave them one more half, but not to give any more. We played a good first half. We told them we got to play better in the second half to bring it home. Ball security is going to be huge this second half. We got to tackle. We got to take away the small plays. But other than that, I think defense has played great. Offensively, we just got to make sure we can move the ball, chew some clock up.
Is that a quick 14-0 start? What are some of the positives that you saw in that first half that you guys want to continue doing?
Dink and dunk, good timely runs on us, and good timely passes down. It's, the turnover on downs helps. Field position, stagnant, which is good. We just got to keep it going.
Last question: how you going to attack the turkey table today?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Right. Yep. All right, back to you guys.
So back up here, Brockton Community Access and BTV, Leo Genitacio, along with Miles Jackson. Again, the crew, BTV crew, John Luck, Mike Moriello, Al Laserdin, Austin O'Hara, Jeff Fowler, Brad McKinnon. And from Brockton Community Access, Curtis Reese, Michelle Hebsche, Scott Laboussier, and Mike the Postman Simmons. Miles, a half that me and you talked about until that final touchdown by Bridgewater, probably Brockton's best half of the season. No penalties, very physical on defense and taking advantage of the offense with some smart throws on third down to move the sticks.
Yeah, and one of the keys, as you just said, no penalties. Brockton's been hampered by penalties all year, but they've played a clean first half. They just got to hang in there in the second half, put some more points on the scoreboard to get out of here with a turkey win.
So Bridgewater won the toss and deferred. Brockton got the ball. They converted on a third down to Jared Mighty on a nice throw over the middle. He takes the ball in motion, goes 55 yards for the touchdown. Brockton goes up 7-0. A couple series back and forth. Bridgewater goes for it. Fourth down at their own 21-yard line, 4th and 3. Boxers stop them. Convert another third down long to Jared Mighty to get the ball down to the 1, and then C.J. Tyler runs it in.
Yeah, right now that's the one play right there, or decision that Coach Bain made, was to go deep in their own territory for that first down. And Brockton capitalized and got some points out of it.
So the Boxers took a 14-0 lead late into the second quarter when Bridgewater once again marched down deep into Brockton territory. Brockton stopped them once again. The Boxers get the ball back with 3 minutes left, up by 2 scores. They're looking to run the clock out. Bridgewater doesn't let them. They get the ball back, and Jack Lambert with a couple third down conversions, really strong throws to Dylan Reed. Finally, on a second and long with 35 seconds left, they go over the top to number 15, Jason Kelleher, and a great throw and catch where looked like the Brockton corner was peeking in the backfield.
Yeah, that was just an error right there on his part. He just stayed right with his man because the ball was floated down there nicely. If he was right with the receiver, he could have batted it down or intercepted it.
And we're joined here in the booth by school committee member Tony Rodriguez. Tony, nice to have you up here.
Morning.
Always working for the city. No bigger supporter of Brockton athletes than Tony. Glad to have you
Yes,
up
indeed.
here.
Yes, indeed.
So we are right here at the kickoff. The Boxers will be kicking to the north end of the end zone to the Trojans, who have the ball back now with a chance to tie or take the lead as we are ready for kickoff.
Yeah, Brockton's defense really has to focus in on the second half. They have to really be tough on the line, tough in coverage to keep this BR team off the scoreboard.
Bridgewater's not had a ton of success running the football today. C.J. Tripp's had a few hard runs. Jack Lambert with a couple student body rights, but they've hurt Brockton throwing the ball. So the kick is going to be a squib kick, and it is actually a good one. That is going to be taken by Dylan Reed. He has the ball down the sideline, and he's a decent return out to their own 26-yard line. Will they have the ball first down and 10?
Yeah, Brockton going to have to really, this this series right here, Brockton's defense have to make them punt, and so their offense can get back on the field and try and score some more points.
And once again, we see Luke Turco. He's been on the bike all game. He has not played. I don't suspect he is going to play this game. So the Boxers playing the last 3 games without their best player, all Scholastic. He did rush for 1,000 yards this season, 7 yards a carry, Luke Turco. So the Trojans come right to the line of scrimmage. Lambert's in the pistol. Tripp is the lone back. 2 receivers to the right. Tight end motions. And it's going to be a fake and a nice throw and a catch for the Trojans. And that's the touchdown receiver, Jason Kelleher, who gains about 5 yards on an easy pitch and catch in the tackle by Cairns Antoine. They're just throwing the ball to a spot right here. And that's
nice
an easy
catch.
5 yards. So 2nd down and 5 for the Trojans. Antoine on the tackle. As the rain looks like it's subsided a little bit.
Yeah.
And not a terrible wind today. Could have been a lot worse after
Could have
we
been
saw
a
the
lot
forecast.
worse, yes.
So Lambert remains in the pistol. The formation's the same as, once again, the tight end motions. And that's going to go to Tripp up the middle, and there's not a lot doing there, and that's going to be stopped. And we're going to have Ahmad Wiggins, and it looks along with 2A lineman Jaden Seal. And that will be probably a yard loss as the Trojans have a 3rd down and 5. As we see it right here, there just wasn't a lot there.
No.
The Brockton defensive line led by Jalen Jackson and Jaden Seal. They'll miss them next year, the 2 bookend D tackles, the seniors.
Yeah, they did a nice job clogging up all the holes there. There was nowhere for the Bridgewater-Raynham runner to go.
So 3rd down, a big one here for the Trojans. They want to keep the sticks moving. Formation's the same. We see Jason Kelleher. It's 4 receivers, no tight end. 1 back is Tripp. Now we see the tight end motion. It's back. He has a ton of time. Takes a look, throws the ball down the middle. Oh, great catch and a 1st down. The coverage was there. The throw and the catch were just a little bit better, and that is number 0, Caden Blake, who just went out, extended his arms, and he
you'll see it
just
right
made
here
a
on
great
defense.
catch right there. John Breville was there. It's just a nice pitch and catch, and that's a huge 1st down conversion for the Trojans.
Yeah, huge.
As they will have a 1st down at their own 38-yard line with a new set of downs. Lambert's going to have fake. He's going to throw the ball in space right there. It's number 11. And that's going to be another 1st down. They are just throwing the ball into space. They're taking advantage of the Boxers off coverage and just throwing the ball a few yards and letting the runners make a play.
Exactly. No more than 6, 7, 8 yards on the throw. That one was about 10 yards. It was a nice throw. He's really warming up as the quarterback.
So it's about a 7-yard throw and a 3-yard run by Caden Blake after. So the 1st down at midfield. Let's see if John Shelby makes some changes and get up on the line and maybe force them off their routes a little bit. It's just a little bit easy the last couple series for the Trojans.
Yeah, offensive line has done a good job keeping that defensive line of Brockton's.
So 1st down at midfield. And that's going to be a handoff to Tripp. He's up the middle, runs hard. A good 6 yards. And that tackle will be by Jalen Jackson as Tripp lowers that shoulder and moves those legs. You see it right here. That's a huge hole as the Bridgewater offensive line really did a nice job pushing the Boxers back.
Yeah, Bridgewater doing a nice job changing up on their plays, some running plays, a few passing plays, just throwing this defense off balance a little bit.
So a gain of 6 for the Trojans. Be 2nd and 4 in Brockton territory as the last few series Bridgewater has really been the better football team this game. So that's going to be another fake. That's going to ball into space as Brockton had a chance to make 3 tackles. And Jason Kelleher, once again, the difference maker in this game, makes a few man miss. And Brockton looked like they had him for a loss. Too many arm tackling. We see it right here.
Yes, Kelleher didn't
right
give
there.
up.
Right there, you see Uriel May Beam. He just too much arm tackling, not getting the body. And finally, Cairns Antoine is able to knock him out, but not before another 1st down for the Trojans. Is Brockton's got to get back to fundamentals. It's got to be, they can't go back to some of the stuff they've done before with the arm tackling and missed tackles. So the Trojans 4 wide, 1 back is Tripp. And he fakes, he has time, Nana throws the ball over the middle. Oh, that's intercepted. That's Ty Baker on the interception. That's a huge play for the Boxers.
Yeah, nice job there by Baker to read the quarterback's eyes. And you can see him right here, just backing up a little bit. And he just comes right over and takes it away.
Good hands, too.
Excellent
That's not
hands.
an easy catch.
No, it's not, especially in the rain.
So the turnover, the first one of the day, will get the Boxers the ball back at their own 25-yard line as Bridgewater was threatening to tie this game up.
Yeah, that really slowed down Bridgewater-Raynham's offensive momentum right there. So good job by the defense to come through on that one.
So the Boxers with the ball back. Let's see if they can move the ball. Bridgewater is throwing a lot of guys up to the line of scrimmage, and they are taking away the run. C.J. Tyler's the back. The Boxers with 3 receivers. And that's what we just talked about earlier today. The 5-yard dead ball foul penalty that is inexcusable.
Yeah, totally inexcusable.
So the 5-yard penalty will force the Boxers back for a 1st and 15 as Shamir Williams
I don't know what he's thinking. Wait until the ball is snapped.
So that will hurt the Boxers for a 1st and 15 as the formation, everything remains the same. There's going to be Tyler. He jumps up the middle. And that's a nice run as he moves his legs as the hole was built by the Boxer offensive line right there as he gains back the 5 yards plus then some. And he'll gain about, that's almost a 10-yard run as you see it right here. He snuck right up that hole.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job by the left-hand side of that offensive line to open up a hole for Tyler.
Now it looks like it's Alex Muhammad, Jaden Seal, and tight end Hodge. Deshaun Hodge. So 2nd down and 5 for the Boxers. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit. The Boxers will throw. It's going to be a slant pass to Shamir Williams, and that looked like it hit him in the hands, but it might have been a little bit high. But either way, something the Boxers hopefully, for them, they think they can complete that the next time. We see it right here.
Right here, yeah. Nice little pass.
It's a little bit behind him. He's got to catch it. Hit him in the face mask. He's got to catch that. So 3rd down and 5 for the Boxers as they try to move the sticks here and not give the ball right back to the Trojans.
Yeah, key 3rd down for the offense, as you said. They don't want to give the ball back to Bridgewater-Raynham too soon. They want to keep this thing going a little bit. Give their defense a rest.
So let's see what the Boxers have here. Their 3rd down and 5. Looks like maybe close to 6. As we see Lopes Ribeiro, Jared Mighty. We're going to get a timeout. So the Boxers, something they don't like right there. They're going to go over the sidelines.
Yeah, good timeout. Just like the coaches were a little confused, players were a little confused with the hand signals. So go ahead and call a timeout to make sure you got it. Everybody's on the same page.
So we're here at the 3rd quarter of Thanksgiving Day 2024. The 4-6 Brockton Boxers, the 6-4 Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. They've been going at this since, 2011. Bridgewater won 8 of the first 11. Brockton has won 3 of the last 4. It's a nice crosstown rivalry.
Yes, it is.
Most of the games have been close. Unfortunately, if you're a Brockton fan, Bridgewater's won a lot of those close games. And once again, we're in a close football game right here. Coach Gilson Silva's first coach game on Thanksgiving Day after a disappointing season. Let's be honest. Brockton returned a lot of players last year. They thought they were going to be a lot better. But today, if they win this football game, it means a lot to the seniors, but also those younger guys going into 2025.
Exactly.
So the Boxers look like they're going to come out in the eye, and the back looks like we have Luke Turco in the game. Okay, so Luke Turco is in the game. And he's going to get the ball up the middle. And he moves those legs, and he gains about 3 yards. So we do see Luke Turco for the first time. And the Boxers are going to look like they're going to have to punt. I hope Brockton doesn't. Brockton talking about going for this.
They're gambling.
4th down and 3. No, they got to punt.
Got to punt.
Punt. It's not, Brockton's not losing in this game. You're winning. You don't give them the ball back at the 30-yard line. Especially the way, other than that one breakdown, Brockton defense has been really good today. And like we talked about, John Shelby's had these troops playing good football most of the season.
Most of the season, yes, they have.
So we saw Luke Turco for the first time today. He was battling a hamstring injury since the Durfee game. Jared Mighty is the punt, and back deep is number, and it's a fake. And Jared Mighty's going to get to the outside. I don't think he's going to make it. And no. And Brockton with the fake punt is going to give the ball back. I don't know if that was Jared Mighty doing that on his own or if it's a call, but either way, it's not a good play call.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Bridgewater scouted this game. They know Brockton's tried that a few times this year. So Bridgewater's going to get the ball back right where they threw the interception at the Brockton 32-yard line as the Boxers go for a fake punt.
So both coaches have gambled, and both coaches did not come up winners on the gamble. And right now, Bridgewater, they're licking their chops to take advantage of this great field position.
So they're going to come right out to the line of scrimmage with 3 receivers to the right. The dangerous Will Porter, Dylan Reed, as the Trojans get the momentum right back. And that's going to be student body right this time. As Lambert keeps the ball, and he did what he did the other time. He's got to 5 yards. And he had 4 yards before there was any contact. So a nice hard run by Lambert will make this a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that was a design play right there.
Here.
Yeah, you see
Good blocking. Good gang blocking by the Trojans for a 2nd down, and it looks like 5. And that's going to be a little handoff. That's Payton that time, Mason Payton.
Ooh, nice tackle.
And a good tackle by Jaden Seal along with Ahmad Wiggins for a gain of about 1. As the Trojans will have a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, nicely tripped up right there.
It's Xavier Cologne, too. Really good play by the junior backer. So this is 4 down territory for the Trojans. 3rd down and about 3.5 of 4 as Payton remained the back. 3 receivers to the left. Lopes the big tight end motions. And there's another one. That's just the same play we talked about before. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he goes on a long run down to the Brockton 5-yard line, as that's been their best running play all day has been the quarterback
draw.
keeper.
Yeah.
And it's just...
And a nice job by the Trojans' offensive line to open up enough space for the quarterback to sliver through there and get some big yardage.
So the long run will give the Trojans a 1st down at the 5. The ball's going to go to Payton. He breaks it back up the middle, and that's a big tackle by Ahmad Wiggins, as that will go for no gain, as the Trojans will have a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you can see Wiggins stick him right there in the replay. Nice job by Wiggins.
So the Trojans, the playbook's wide open with 5 yards. You got the game ready to tie the game right here. So they'll have just about their whole offense ran right here. Anything is they can do. They can run, they can throw here. 2nd down and 5. Payton's the back. And it's going to be that same play we talked about. That's keep the ball, the quarterback keep it.
Nice
and
job.
That's tackled nicely again by Ahmad Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins came right through in there and tripped up the quarterback.
So it will be 3rd and goal. We see it right here. That was a quarterback keeper the whole way. You see Ahmad Wiggins breaking off a block right there and the shoestring tackle, because he was a touchdown if Wiggins doesn't make that play. So the Boxers have stopped the Trojans twice. 1st and 2nd down for no gain. 3rd and goal at the 5. Trips the lone back. And it's going to be a fake. Lambert has the ball. He throws it wide open. And that is stopped nicely by Mighty. So it will be 4th down and goal from the 2-yard line, as it's a good play call by the Trojans. We see it right here. The fake the trip. He rolls out. The little shovel pass there to Dylan Reed. Jared Mighty.
Good tackle.
Open field tackle. Prevents the touchdown.
Good tackle by Mighty. Focused right in on the running back, on the runner with the ball. Stuck him right there about the 2.
So 4th down and goal at the 2-yard line. We're at the 3-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. It's an empty backfield. Let's see if he keeps the ball. Tripp motions back to the backfield. He's back. He's going to throw. And it is a touchdown on a great pitch and catch, as
that was
a good play call, as the Boxers got to jam those guys at the line. You got to get them off their routes. That's just
You'll see on the
release.
replay, one of the defensive players almost got his hands on the ball there.
It's a good, looks like it's a...
tough break there for the Boxers.
Looks like that could have been offensive pass interference, but he never touched him. So that's good play call by Bridgewater. So on 4th down, the pitch and catch for the touchdown, as Bridgewater's an extra point away from being tied at 14. as Brockton just couldn't get off the field on 4th down. And it is up, and the kick is good. So at the 2-minute, 49-second mark, it's a brand new game.
Brand new game, dangerous game for Brockton right now because the Trojans have the momentum. You'll see the touchdown right here.
Right here. It could have been, we don't see it, but it looked like it could have been offensive PI, but he never touched him. So number 2 just came on the slant. On number 1, I apologize, Will Porter Jr. And you'd like to see Brockton right up the line of scrimmage jamming their guys, especially in an empty backfield. You know it's going to be mostly a throw. But
I tell you, the Trojans have been throwing those quick passes, no more than 10 yards, and it's worked most of the time here.
We knew they wouldn't quit. Brockton was up 14-0. You got to keep playing football. This other teams, they're not here to lay down and lose by 4 touchdowns. They came to play. So here's the squib kick. Brockton gets it by number 38. He jumps up the middle, and he is tackled.
Yeah, Coach Silva gambled on that fake punt, and he lost the gamble just like the coach for Trojans early in that first half, lost on the gamble, but Trojans have taken big advantage
so you see
on
number
Brockton mistakes.
38 right there, Jaden Salesman, the senior. So Brockton will have the ball. Luke Turco will be the back. Samito in the pistol. The rain is coming down. Brockton had a 14-0 lead. That's gone. It's 14-14. And if they have to punt the ball back here, Bridgewater's completely taken over this football game. So Samito's in the pistol. And we are going to get, don't know what we're going to get, maybe a timeout.
Timeout, Brockton.
Yeah, Brockton uses another timeout. So they only have 1 left. If this gets down late in the game and they need timeouts, they're not going to have any to use.
That was an interesting timeout. I guess the communication wasn't on par.
11 games into the season.
I know.
Shouldn't be happening, Miles.
Shouldn't be happening. You're right.
So Luke Turco is in the football game. The Boxers and the Trojans, 14-14. Brockton played its best half of football the first half. Got out to a 14. Late in that first half, Bridgewater on a long conversion scores a touchdown over the top, 14-7. Brockton does get the interception in the second half, but on a 4th down punting play, a fake punt, Jared Mighty stopped, and Bridgewater converts on a 4th and goal.
Yeah, give Bridgewater credit. They're
well coached.
Well coached, and they've really been on the money since the second quarter. They've really been just playing a great game.
So Brockton took a timeout. They only had 10 guys on the field, which is, again, shouldn't happen.
No.
So first down, Turco's the back. Looks like we're going to get the first penalty of the day on the Trojans, as that's going to be an offsides, as Brockton gets 5 easy yards. And let's see if then Brockton can get some of the momentum back.
Yeah, they need to capitalize on that right there. See the line right there, defensive line.
So
actually the linebacker.
So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Luke's going to get the ball, jumps up inside, and there's nothing there. So the no game, probably loss of 2, will make this a 2nd and 8 as Brockton loses 3 right there as Bridgewater has got the linebackers. Everyone's up at the line of scrimmage. They're not going to let Turco beat them.
Yeah, Brockton's got to do a better job on the offensive line there. They've got to push those Trojans back a little bit more to let these running backs and quarterbacks get ahead.
So 2nd down and 8 after the 3-yard loss. Samito talking to Brockton runs its plays through student coach Chris Miraglia. As Turco will be the lone back with Jared Mighty in the slot for receivers. It's going to be a motion of fake. Samito has time. He throws the ball over the middle. He has Jaden Lopes Ribeiro, and he will go all the way.
And no flags. That play right there just fooled Bridgewater. It just fooled them. They weren't expecting that.
They saw Turco win the game. They thought Brockton might, start running the football, try to gain control of back of this. But once again, the sophomore quarterback, when he's had the time to make throws, he's made throws. Because this one right here is a dime. It's perfect.
Beautiful in the rain.
And Jaden Lopes Ribeiro, another one of those Brockton receivers with elite speed. They'll put the Boxers right back up with the lead at the 1:46 mark of the third quarter.
Just a great play call right there by the coaching staff.
Coach Barrows.
Again, it just fooled the Trojans' defense.
So Brockton utilizing the speed advantage that they do have on Bridgewater as the exit kick by. This is a big one for Danny DeSilva. The snap is down, and the kick is good. So, I was about to call you Orlando. Miles. Orlando's at home. We know Orlando's at home screaming right now.
That should definitely give some type of little momentum or encouragement to this Brockton defense and the whole team, but especially for the defense. They know now you got the lead again. There it is again. Just a beautiful pass in front of him so he didn't break stride.
So Los Ribero's had some big plays this season. He has elite speed, and right there he just got into the secondary. Bridgewater had everyone up at the line of scrimmage. The offensive line did their job. They protected well. And Samito, we don't talk about enough, the sophomore quarterbacks had a really good season.
Yes.
Even the Zavarian game, I thought he was Brockton's best player.
Yeah, his passing game has definitely improved from last year.
That's the one position they don't have to worry about the next couple seasons. He can play. So, looks like Danny DeSilva will kick. Back deep will be, looks like Dylan Reed. And once again, it's a squib kick. And that ball will be picked up by number 6 by the Trojans. And tackled nicely by Ahmad Wiggins and number 6, Jared Mighty.
Wow.
As the Trojans will have the ball, again, down by 7.
Yeah, you can see Jared Mighty was on the receiver first, but Wiggins comes up and just shuts it down completely with his hit. Yep, shut it down.
So the Trojans, they've scored the last 2 times, 2 out of the last 3 times. They turned it over once in an interception, but they have moved the ball. They've moved the ball pretty well today. They've had 2 turnovers and downs and an interception in Brockton territory. So the Brockton defense is going to have to get...
They're going to have to step up.
Yeah, they're going to have to...
Still a very dangerous Trojan team.
So there's 4 receivers, 1 back. It's Tripp. Lambert in the pistol. And it's going to be a fake, and it's just that simple throw again into space. And defended nicely by the Boxers as number 15, Jason Kelleher. And Brockton was ready for that.
Yeah, they were definitely ready. You can see on the replay.
Xavier Cologne right there.
Cologne,
he saw
yes.
it coming, and he makes the tackle along with, that might have been Robert Moyes, the junior safety, in there for Luke Turco. So at the 2-yard game, we'll make this 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. The backfield's the same. Lambert and Tripp, 2 receivers to the right with the tight end offset to the left. And that's going to be a handoff to Tripp up the middle, and Brockton has none of that. Ty Baker, Ahmad Wiggins.
Excellent job of controlling the line of scrimmage there by the Boxers. You'll see it right here on the replay. There was nowhere for the running back to go.
And that starts up front with Jaden Seal standing up the guard and center. As the 3rd down and long for the Trojans. The opening series, the second half, they had a great conversion to Caden Blake. Let's see if the Boxers can get off the field here. The Trojans, on the 3rd and about 8, they have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And we'll get a timeout by Bridgewater.
Yeah, big 3rd down situation for Bridgewater. They're kind of deep in their own territory. They're about the 30, 29-yard line. So they want to make sure that they execute this play to perfection so they can keep this drive going and get that 1st down, because they really don't want to punt the ball and give it back to the Boxers.
So the crew here today, BTV and Brockton Community Access together. BTV crew, John Luck, Mike Moriello, Al Laserdin, Austin O'Hara, Jeff Fowler, Brad McKinnon. From the Brockton side, Curtis Reese, Michelle Hebshe, Scott Labossiere, and Mike the Postman Simmons. And let's not forget Newbie down on the sidelines.
Yes.
So Thanksgiving Day 2024, and Brockton and Bridgewater-Raynham, like we've seen the past 10, every one of the games seem to come down to the 4th quarter and which team's going to make a play.
It's always an exciting game on Thanksgiving with these Trojans, back and forth.
So Coach Bain and Coach Silver in their first Thanksgiving Day matchup. It's a good one. So 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans. Passing down. Lambert's back. There's time up the middle. He's going to throw the ball deep. And it is just a bit overthrown as good pressure by Alon Hart.
No flags.
Maybeen.
No flags.
And we see it right here. You see Alon Hart, the senior defensive end, really made that a difficult throw. And it's just a bit overthrown.
It looks like he threw it a little bit early. I don't know if he felt pressure, but if he would have held on to that for another second, the receiver possibly could have got under the football and made that catch.
So back to punt for the Trojans will be number 88, Finn Kelly, the sophomore. Back deep, we have, it looks like Casey Rhodes along with the dangerous Jared Mighty.
Now there's no need for the Trojans to fake it because there's still a whole quarter left to go.
The snap is good. The time, just missed, and it's a good kick. And it is a Brockton bounce, and they really shouldn't be near the ball. So the Trojans will down the ball at the box of 42 as Brockton at the 9-second mark of the third quarter. This is a drive right here that can really make a difference in winning this football game for Brockton.
Exactly, you pinpointed it right there. This is the drive for Brockton's offense. They're feeling good about themselves. They just scored a touchdown. They just got to push that ball down the field, and even if they don't score, just get it down the field as close as possible, maybe a possible field goal. But
they do have a field goal kicker, and that would make it a 2-score game. So at 9 seconds left, let's see if Brockton just runs the ball here to get into the fourth quarter. Luke Turco is in the football game, the 1,000-yard rusher, along with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, as they motion the tight end. And it's going to be Luke. Luke up the middle, and there's nothing doing.
Ooh.
Great tackle by number 26.
Yes.
Brandon Lewis, the sophomore linebacker.
Yeah, he was ready. He must have been keying on him because he was right there. You'll see right here on the replay.
Just too many guys for Brockton to block right there as Lewis broke right in right there and made the tackle. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter here on Thanksgiving Day. Brockton 21, Bridgewater 14.
Yeah, Brockton's offensive line really has to step up now. They've got the main man in there, Turco. They're going to have to make some room for him. Even though he's probably hurting a little bit, they're going to have to make some holes for him.
So Brockton's been dangerous today throwing the football. Marciano Tomato, did have the speed sweep by Mighty, but Tomato's made some big throws when he's had to. He's been a difference maker. Same for Bridgewater. Jack Lambert has kept them in the football game with some hard running, but he's also had some precision throws and has got them back in the football game with his arm.
Yeah, and I tell you, Jack Lambert, I have to give kudos out to Jack Lambert's parents.
Great name.
Great name. I remember Jack Lambert from the Pittsburgh Steelers, a great linebacker for the Steel Curtain back in the day.
So here we are in the fourth quarter. Leo Genitaccio, Miles Jackson, BTV, Brockton Community Access. The Boxers with the 7-point lead and the football. There was no gain on first down right there. As let's see what the Boxers do. They have the ball at their own 42-yard line as they come out for the first play. As Samito will come right to the line. As it will be 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Luke Turco's the back. And it's a pass. Samito's back. He throws the ball over the middle. That's going to be way behind Jaden Lopes. And if that was intercepted, that was going the other way for a touchdown.
Sure was, and Samito was tagged back there in the backfield. You'll see it here on the replay.
Good pressure from the Trojans right there. And that is number 23.
Wow.
Charlie Swenson, again, we've called his name a bunch of times.
On the replay, I saw a hand to the head, quarterback's head, but no call.
I like that the refs have kept the flags in the pockets today. Let's play football. If that's inadvertent, I like the no call. So 3rd down and 10 for the Boxers. Their 42-yard line. The Trojans looking to get the ball back, down by 7. They look over to Coach Barros.
Key 3rd down play right here for the Boxers.
The Boxers are in quads. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Turco's the lone back. He's back. Samito's back. He has time. He runs. He's got room. And he fumbles. That's the ball. It's going to be Bridgewater football. And that's a huge play by the Bridgewater defense, led by number 81, Colin Pauline.
Yeah, you can see Samito never saw him coming from behind.
He's got to protect the football if he's going to run.
Forced out of the pocket by the Trojans, and yeah, he's got to protect the ball, especially in this rain.
And that's number 11 on the C.J. Lopes on the sack. And the fumble recovered by Pauline as Bridgewater's taken back the momentum as the fumble will give them the ball at the Brockton 34-yard line. Yeah. Exactly what Brockton didn't want.
Great field position for the Trojans. They need to take advantage of it. But, of course, Brockton's defense really needs to step up here.
So the Trojans will have the ball in Boxer territory. They're down by 7. Fourth quarter has just begun. Rain is coming down here at Rocky Marciano Stadium, Mr. Armand Colombo Field. Bridgewater motions the tight end. And it's going to be a fake. Lambert has the ball. He has the time. He throws the ball over the middle. And there's just a little bit high as they took a shot to number 4, Dylan Reed. And the defense was just really good at that time.
Yeah, Lambert felt the pressure.
He's got a strong arm.
And just great pressure by Brockton's defense there on the quarterback.
So 2nd down and 10 for Bridgewater-Raynham at the Brockton 35-yard line. Let's say 34. As they look to get the tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter. We'll see Mason, number 15, the running back. Mason Payton will be the back. Lambert's back. He has time. He throws the ball over the middle. Good defense and good tackle by Ahmad Wiggins as that goes for about a gain of 2. As Wiggins was right there. We've said his name a bunch of times today.
Yeah, Wiggins been a hitting machine, as you can see right there. Beautiful tackle.
So it might be 4-down territory here for the Trojans. Last time, get 4 yards and take a chance on 4th and short.
Yeah,
Let's see if they run the ball here again.
Yeah, defense needs to hold right here and make the Trojans do something they really don't want to do.
Mason Payton will be the back. He's probably their receiving threat out of the backfield. Jack Lambert in the pistol. 3 receivers to the right. Lambert's back. He's back. There's not a lot of pressure. He looks, and he is tackled by Elon Hart.
Tough defense right there. Great play by Hart. Put the pressure on. You can see he sheds his block and just keeps going at the quarterback.
Great athleticism by Hart, the senior. He was at receiver. Brockton has moved him to D-end, and it looks like that has been a big difference maker for the Boxer defense as he just abused the left tackle right there, got into the backfield, and more importantly for Brockton, able to get the quarterback down.
Yes, indeed. Great read right there. He just abused the offensive tackle right there, pushed him aside, and used his speed to catch up to the quarterback.
So the sack will make this 4th down and 15, and Bridgewater's going to have to punt. Kelly's back as the punter, and it's going to be high, but Kelly fields it nice. And the kick is going to be a good one. It's down the sideline and takes a nice bounce for the Trojans as the Boxers will take over their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, nice kick by the Trojan punter to put Brockton back deep in their own territory.
You see Jared Mighty to the left. They know the kick's going to the right. They're not giving Mighty a chance to change his football game on special teams. So it's been a good one here at Marciano Stadium as we head deep into this game. We're in the 10-minute mark as Brockton once again will have a chance to move the ball here. If they score, it will make it extremely difficult for Bridgewater to come back. So Turco will be the back in the eye. Christian Flaherty, the senior fullback. As Bridgewater looks like a 5-man front with 2 linebackers. And Luke's going to get the ball up the middle. And he keeps moving his legs, bounces out. And that is tackled by the Trojans. It looks like that was number 9.
Yeah, you can see on the replay here.
Drew Silva.
The Trojans are really keying on Turco when he's in there. But a great job by the line, defensive line, of just clogging everything up in the middle there where Turco was trying to run.
So the Trojans have buckled down on the Brockton running game.
Yeah, Brockton really needs to at least get a 1st down and let this drive continue to take a little time off that clock.
So Brockton will remain in the eye with Flaherty and Turco. And it's a fake again, and he has him open. If he hits him, Mighty. Yeah, we're going to get pass interference.
Yeah, there was some contact.
Brockton's fortunate to get the call there, but Bridgewater's fortunate that wasn't a better throw because Mighty made a good move, and that was a touchdown.
Yeah, let's watch it right here on the replay. He holds him right there.
So Brockton's fortunate to get the 15 yards there, and the nice play call by Coach Barros will give Boxers a 1st down as that 15 yards is marked off and will get Brockton probably close to the 27-yard line, if my math is correct.
Yep.
At the 28.
Yeah, whoever was covering Mighty, they got a little nervous when it looked like Mighty was going to sprint away from him.
It's probably a good play.
But yeah, probably is. You're right.
If the throw is better, it's a touchdown. So the 1st down for the Boxers at the 28-yard line, 27.5. We'll give the Boxers a new set of downs as they remain in the eye. Flaherty and Turco, Bridgewater, everyone in the box. And that's going to go to Turco to the other side. He gets to the outside, uses some of that speed, makes a man miss, cuts it back inside. And that's the Turco that Brockton has missed. But there's a flag. So, unfortunately for the Boxers, that's going to come back.
Yeah.
But that's the explosion Brockton's missed.
Yeah, even though it might come back, it's still a great, it was nice to see Turco cut around the corner, use his speed with that hamstring, and still breaks a tackle. But unfortunately, as you just said, it's going to come back.
So for the Boxers, the 10-yard penalty will negate the long 20-yard run by Luke Turco, as the hold is against the Boxers. And it's been something that's killed him the entire season. But today, let's see if we get it, who the hold is on.
Right there.
Christian Flaherty, 22.
22.
Looks like he had his hands a little bit outside, but the call was made, and Brockton will be at 1st and 20 as the long run is negated.
And you can see how a dangerous runner Luke Turco's is when he's in the backfield.
Even though he's missed almost 3 games, he's still an all-scholastic, I'm sure. Both Boston papers, the Enterprise. He's been one of the better players in Eastern Massachusetts. So 1st down and 20. Flaherty remains the fullback. Luke Turco deep. And it's another fake, and they're going to take a chance as he runs up the middle, cuts it back outside, and nothing there. As Brockton, when they get in troubles, those long routes 20 yards down the field, instead of some of the shorter routes that they used earlier this game.
Yes, in the first half they used those routes. You can see it right here.
It's just too much. Takes too much time.
Takes too much time. And Brockton really hasn't had a good hold on that defensive line to keep them off the quarterback for any period of time.
So 2nd and about 18. Well, we'll say 2nd and 20 still. No gain right there as the Boxers make wholesale changes. And Coach Barros will talk to his sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, this is a...
as the clock moves under 9 minutes
this is
on
a long
Thanksgiving
second
Day.
down. Long second down for the Boxers. They just needed to get it up close to the 1st down if they possibly can. Maybe get it to 35. Big order.
Brockton wants to keep that clock moving.
Exactly.
So Samito's in the pistol. It's going to be a...
Yeah, I think that got away from him, the slippery football, because that was not a good pass.
It did, but you'd still like to see the Brockton receiver still make an effort at that ball right there, because if he doesn't, you see him right here. He stopped going after the ball. It's not a great throw, but...
And I think the receiver saw some Trojans coming at him.
But if that's a ball's a little bit further out there, that's an interception if he doesn't go after the ball. So Salesman on the attempted target right there. And it's 3rd down. More importantly for the Trojans, the clock stops as Bridgewater looks like we'll get the ball back unless the Brockton can convert on the 3rd and long. Three receivers to the right, and Brockton will throw the ball. He takes his time, he looks, he's going to throw the ball up the middle. Jared Mighty on the catch, and he will be...
1st down.
Wow, that looks like that is a huge conversion for the Boxers.
You're right. You'll see it right here on the replay. Jarrett Mighty running his nice pass route.
Watch the footwork in the pocket by Samito.
Steps up in the pocket.
In the catch, and a huge conversion on 3rd and 20 for the Boxers.
Yeah, the key to that play was where Samito stepped up in the pocket with the pressure all around him and delivered a nice pass to his receiver.
And the Bridgewater safety was there. That's just a great pitch and catch and the effort by Samito.
And the clock continues to run.
So the Boxers have the ball 1st down, almost at their 40. Turco is the back. And that will go to Turco. He jumps up the middle, tries to cut it back inside, and there's really nothing there. The defense led by number 9 from Bridgewater, Drew Silva.
Yeah, all the Trojans were up on that one.
They're going to make Brockton beat him by throwing the ball. They're not going to let Luke Turco. Luke likes to use in between the tackles, keep his legs moving, and Bridgewater has everybody's up on the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So let's see if Brockton starts to throw the ball, even though they want to keep that clock moving. It's a catch-22 for the Boxers offense.
Yes, it is.
So Samito comes over to the sideline talking to Coach Silva. As Bridgewater on 2nd and 10 will have all those linebackers up at the line of scrimmage again. Remember, they're out without their middle backer, Vincent Tavares, physical middle linebacker, was not able to play because of injury. And that's Brockton just, that's just a play that is fortunate for Bridgewater because Brockton.
Yeah, that was definitely a miscue.
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
And Brockton did not know.
You can see it on replay there.
Just a miscommunication. Unfortunate for the Boxers, but Bridgewater ready to pounce on it, and they do. So that will be 3rd down and long again for the Boxers as we are under 6 minutes. And
still plenty of time in this football game for the Trojans.
More than they scored with a minute left in the half, so they are more than capable of going right down the field and scoring. So Semedo will remain. Oh, they're going to be in the eye again. Yeah, Bridgewater's got everyone up at the line of scrimmage. No safety. It's going to be Turco. Turco jumps up the middle, gets to the outside, and he runs hard for about 4 yards. I think Brockton's very comfortable punting the ball at their own 40 and seeing if their defense can get a stop and keep the clock moving.
Yeah, hopefully, as you see on a replay, Turco made a nice cut to the outside, but there were just too many Trojans there. But hopefully Brockton gets off a good punt, put the Trojans deep in their own territory.
So we're under 5 minutes. Jared Mighty back to punt, back deep for the Trojans. Looks like it's number 19. So the Boxers rotating players into the game on special teams here. This is a huge play for the Boxers just to have a clean snap and kick. The snap's good. Jared Mighty. And that's going to be a really good punt. Let's see if it gets a Brockton bounce. Ball dies, but decent field position for the Trojans as they will take over at their own 28 at the 4-minute and 17-second mark.
Yep, defense really has to step up now. This is the crowning moment. With 4 minutes left, they need to hold that offense to 4 and out if possible.
So the Trojans get the ball back with a chance to tie the football game. Brockton's gotten it back a couple times with a chance to go back down and make this a 2-score game. They've been unable to. So Bridgewater defense has stepped up and really played solid football after that long touchdown to Jaden Lopes-Ribeiro. So it looks like we're going to have Peyton along with Jack Lambert. Motion by the tight end. And there will be, that's trip up the middle, and not a lot going on right there.
Yeah, nice tackle by Wiggins and company.
Is Ahmad Wiggins. We've said his name numerous times today. That will be a 1-yard gain.
Yep, you see it right here, Leo.
Nice
Ahmad
play.
Wiggins.
Nice play by Wiggins.
Snips it out.
Boy, they're going to miss him next year. So the Boxers looking to get a stop as the Trojans looking for the conversion and move the ball to get down to tie this game. Lambert's back, he fakes, he's gonna throw open to the space, and that's a nice pitch and catch. And that's just easy yardage. Once again, good play call. Brockton playing off the ball. And that's number 0, Caleb Blake, with the easy pitch and catch, 1st down.
Yeah, Brockton needs to focus a little bit more on Blake because he's been the prime receiver in this second half. They've thrown a lot of passes to him, so they maybe need to get up a little closer. Play action helps big time, but Brockton needs to focus a little bit more on number 0.
That's Drevin McNeil, the sophomore corner. He's off the ball. He's a little bit closer this time as the 1st down pitch and catch for the Trojans will allow them to have a new set of downs. Jack Lambert, the quarterback. Looks like Tripp is the lone back, 3 receivers right. And that ball's gonna go to Tripp, and Brockton misses tackles, and that will be a long 11-yard run as Tripp lowers the shoulder. Brockton misses a tackle. It will be another 1st down.
Yeah, you can see Tripp just dragging Boxers for another 2 or 3, 4 yards.
And that's Robert Moyes, the safety, who finally gets him down on the shoestring tackle as Bridgewater has moved the ball into Brockton territory. We are under 3 minutes of the 4th quarter. The Trojans looking to tie this game. Lambert's back. It's a fake. He has time. He looks, he has a ton of room over there. Let's see if he runs. He has, there's no one over there, and he is going to gain 11 yards.
Wow, nice decision there by the quarterback. He didn't see anybody open, but there was no containment there of the defense in the pocket. You'll see it right there.
The Brockton left defensive end cut back inside.
Yeah.
Just left so much open field as the first down for the Trojans, as they are now at the Brockton 37. And more importantly for the Trojans, he got out of bounds.
Exactly.
So
Stop the clock.
Peyton will be the back. And he'll get the ball. And there's a lot of room to the outside there. He jumps back in, and he will gain.
Keeps him in bounds.
So that was, he did not have a first down. So that was 2nd and 1. He gained 7 on the run. He's kept in bounds, but the first down will stop the clock.
Yeah,
a nice run by Peyton. The missed tackle by Cologne. And Bridgewater is at the Brockton 31.
Yeah, Cologne finally rested him down. Excuse me, Baker finally got him, number 52.
So the Boxers looking to get off the field. Lambert's back. Not a lot of pressure. Let's up the middle. He throws the ball down the middle. And that is
intercepted. Intercepted.
Wow.
Wow, that was a great hands by the Marty. You'll see it right here on the replay. He held on to it in that wet weather.
As he took a shot, Lambert took a shot down the middle.
Nice.
He'd like to have that one back. He threw that into triple
I'm sure
coverage.
he did. But he's not going to get that one back.
So, at 1:38, Brockton will get the ball back. Bridgewater does have timeouts.
Yes.
We'll see if Luke Turco is in the game to get the ball, but Brockton is in prime position to win Thanksgiving Day 2024.
Well, the key is right now, Brockton's offense has to protect the football. Protect the football is key, right? They cannot have a turnover so deep in their own territory.
So the Boxers will be in the eye. They'll go double tight end, it looks like. Turco deep in his own backfield. And it will be a quarterback keeper as Semedo keeps moving his legs, and he'll gain almost 9 yards on that quarterback keeper.
Excellent run by the quarterback there. Just kept his legs going. You'll see it right here on the replay.
And we said his name a few times. Henry Hank Morse, the center, the senior center, able, along with Devin DeVega, to move back those D tackles as a first down here will put Bridgewater in a very precarious position.
Great play by
down
Brockton's
by
quarterback.
7.
Great play.
So 2nd and 1 for the Boxers. As they run the quarterback sneak again. And I think he fumbled. Let's see. I think it's going to be Bridgewater ball as Semedo lost control of it. Yeah, Bridgewater football. And
what I just say, you got to protect the football.
It's what Brockton's done for the last few seasons. They just are unable to put games away.
Let's see what happened.
He doesn't know why he doesn't have 2 hands on the ball, and that's inexcusable.
There it is. There's the ball right there.
Out.
I don't know. I think they should have gave it to Turco, the sure hands. I mean, it's easy to call it up here, but Turco has the sure hands. Oh my
Looks like the snap wasn't good, and the ball goes off, and Bridgewater in prime position with a minute left to tie or take the lead as Brockton looked like they had the game.
1 minute.
It's been the last few seasons, they just unable to put teams away. As here we go, Bridgewater has the ball at the 11-yard line. As that's going to be a handoff to Peyton up the middle. Huge tackle by Ahmad Wiggins.
Wow, that was a stick.
As the Brockton defense, the clock keeps moving.
I tell you what, give the ball carrier credit for hanging on to that football because he was stuck right there. Great tackle.
So we're here at the 48-second mark of the 4th quarter, Miles. We talked about this for several seasons now. In close football games, Brockton unable to just put teams away, unfortunately.
And I said it when they got the ball deep in their own territory, the offense, you got to protect the football at all costs.
So we see Bridgewater try to get cute to Peyton up the middle, but Ahmad Wiggins, the senior linebacker, close to double-digit tackles on the day as the rain starts to come down. As Bridgewater, I don't know how many timeouts they have left, but they have 1 timeout left. So they are going to, Brockton may force them to throw the ball. Jack Lambert, very capable of making big throws.
He's been throwing them all day. and he doesn't have to throw a long pass. They're within 11-yard line.
Yeah.
So they can throw a short pass. Be right down there.
2nd down and 9 as they motion Tripp back to the backfield. Lambert's back to pass. There's back to pass. He looks over the middle. And that is good defense by the Boxers.
Yeah.
Number 12, is that Cairns Antoine? He was right there. Yep. And that is good defense by Antoine.
Yep, you'll see it right here.
3rd down.
The coverage was good.
It's a good throw.
Was a good throw. Just went right through his hands. The ball is slick.
So let's see if Bridgewater gets cute here. Is a screen pass is possible?
See, that's the scary thing. Trojans know how to get cute with the football.
They do.
So Brockton defense has to be ready for the play action or whatever they're going to do.
So we're at 42 seconds of the 4th quarter. The Boxers desperately want to get a stop here as Lambert is in the pistol. They motion, and it's a fake. He's going to look. He does. It is going to be a screen pass. And that is sniffed out by Xavier.
Oh, he dropped it. Did he drop it?
I don't know what if it's an incomplete pass.
Timeout.
So it is going to be 4th down and 9 at 34 seconds.
Wow.
As we see it right here. They did get cute with the screen pass, but John Shelby saw that coming, and Xavier Cologne. Yeah, that ball is not fumbled. That's down by contact.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4th down and 11 for the Trojans, their final play. They're going to have to get this ball down to the 3-yard line.
Or in the end zone.
Or the end zone. If you're Brockton, what are you talking about on the side? What is John Shelby saying to his team?
Don't go for the play fake. You got to be careful of that play action.
Don't peek in the backfield if you're a corner. Stay with your guy.
They only got 11 yards, 12 yards to get in the end zone. Stay with your man. All cornerbacks and safety, stay with the man that's going out there.
So Bridgewater did take their final timeout. So unless it's a 1st down, at 34 seconds of the 4th quarter, the clock's going to keep moving, Miles.
Yeah, exactly. So it's in Brockton's favor right now, the clock.
So this is the play of the game here.
Yes, it is.
Brockton gets a stop. They are going to win the Thanksgiving. Well, we think they're going to win. We have to get the snap off. Yeah. So 4th down, Tripp is in the backfield. They motion the tight end. Lambert's back. He's back. Not a lot of pressure. He looks the ball over the middle. And that's defense by the Boxers. Cairns Antoine. It was a great throw. An actually great throw by Lambert and number 12.
And great coverage by the defense.
Cairns Antoine, the senior, as he gets his hand right in there, avoided contact, and if Brockton can get the snap down, they're going to win.
Yes, if they can get the snap down, protect the football.
So again,
the defense, they bent a little bit, but they didn't break. Brockton's defense.
So the Boxers, they're up 21-14. They're a snap away from their victory that will get them to 5 wins on the season. More importantly, a Thanksgiving Day win against Bridgewater.
Most importantly. And there it is.
So,
well, the turkey's going to taste a lot better.
Turkey's going to taste better in Brockton today.
Yep.
It's a really good throw by Lambert. It is right there, and you see Antoine. He didn't hook.
He didn't hook, right.
And he got his hand up.
Beautiful coverage.
We're going to wrap it up here at Marciano Stadium. Leo Genitasi along with Miles Jackson. Let me get the crew one more time. From BTV, John Luck, Mike Moriello, I apologize, Al Laserdin, Austin O'Hara, Jeff Fowler, Brad McKinnon, and wrapping it up at Brockton Community Access and another successful season. Curtis Reese, Michelle Hebsche, Scott Laboussiere, and let's not forget the man who makes it happen, the postman, Michael Simmons. We will see you. And let's forget Newbie on the sidelines.
Yep.
And
Newbie did a great job.
For basketball season, Brockton basketball 2024. Maybe some wrestling, maybe a little hockey, whatever the postman can get to. So goodbye, everyone. We'll see you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you at basketball. Bye-bye.
Whew.